The soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walked before, to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe. In one fleeting moment from the land of life flow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new big doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know. Life is a riddle to bear rapture and sorrow, to listen, to suffer, to entrust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new gift doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Hey, Ash. Hi. Hi, my guy. You timed that perfectly, my friend. Let me just see if this can be my volumes. There we go, louder. I think. Yeah. If I do it. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. How has your day been for all of you? How are you feeling, Ash? You had a good day? We would have been on for regular time today, but shenanigans were afoot and we were having iffy internet issues. It's weird. There's a lot of construction going on again outside, like all the road closed signs are up in the local housing area. And yeah, honestly, man, like just everything is a bit weird with internet just now. Yeah. So I was sitting there at like 3 p.m. my time going, come on, please work, and it wouldn't work. So yeah, we had to put it back. But thankfully we're back up and we're all good just now. Yeah. Inspired me to play V Rising. Oh, so I see, that's what I like to hear. We'll be back to V Rising tomorrow for sure. Ash, I don't know if you were around yesterday, but we managed to beat that boss, the horse matey. Yeah, we on our last run, I kid you not, my friend, our last run, we were running up to him. And just as we were about to jump in to fight him, there was a group of enemies walking down the path towards us. And one of them had a 100% quality brute blood on them that we were able to fight and kill. So we got that, and then we were under a blood moon as well. And it took that for us to be able to beat him. He likes to horse around. Nay, he doesn't. He just likes riding horses, that's all. I want to go like that for both of us to send us both out, right? Oh man, I bet you could have beaten him without those. We got close a couple of times, but like I mean, don't forget as well, like if we were to fight him today, it might be a bit different. But yesterday, man, I swear it was like I was lagging IRL. I couldn't operate in any way, you know. But yeah, so I think it was so hard for us yesterday because I was so just exhausted and battered. So, but it was still really fun and really nice when we were able to beat him. So we were able to beat him. We unlocked the stables, and we basically ran straight back to base, dropped our crap off in the chest, and then logged off for the evening. Went and done some mining on Final Fantasy and leveled our what do you call it, up a little bit. Our flow person, our weaver. Yeah. But You'll have to like share photos of your castle and stuff, Ash, as you level up and you get it all done up and stuff in the Discord. I'd love to see those. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to the next time round where we come to play with V-Rising, because I'm definitely want to see about getting like a community server going for us, and then we can all just like run around and do our own stuff on it all the time, because they're not super expensive either. So that's a little whiles away though, for sure. But it sounds like you're doing good though, my friend. Yeah. And how far into the game are you? For us today, we're going to be doing a late night stream of, well, a late evening stream of Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, going to be doing some main story, getting at least a little bit more of this done. The Weaver is such a strange thing in 14 because the job is called Weaver, but in the crafting log it's called Clothcraft. Really? I don't think I've noticed that. I wonder if that's probably a relic from when that was first introduced, I would imagine. Yeah. I'm at the Stygian grind at the moment in V-Rising. Stygian grind. Wait, is that past? That's way past us, isn't it? Where we are currently. I think. Sounds like it. Yeah, so I think we should hop on over, right? Which means I should probably put the volumes back up to where it should be. Right there. And let's see, let's hop on over here. Ooh. Look at this size and color. I kind of parked us at a pretty close spot. Yeah. pretty mosaic. I was running past here and I seen just how much the light reflects off of all the different parts. Yeah. Not way past, but just after. Ah, okay. Cool. So yeah, Ash, you were saying the where is it? You were saying it's called Clothcraft? And maybe that's like what they overall refer to the job as, right? No, I mean, I would assume. But we've been doing pretty decently. We've got our crafters up fairly high now. Leather worker is going to be a pain because I need to grind for some stuff like hides for that. But we've been working on all of them, finally getting them back up higher. And we've kind of halted working on stuff for like this part that I just now got. Yeah, pull up your crafting log. Ah, in the crafting log. Okay. Crafting log. Ah, so it is. That's funny. All the other ones aren't there. Yeah, I bet you that's got to be a throwback to when it was first done, right? It's got to be. Look at some of the things you can craft with Weaver. It confused me with leveling Weaver. I was like, oh, for stuff. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's have a quick look. Weaver. I always assumed it was like, you know, cloth armor and stuff, but which it looks like it is, right? Yeah, it's like fabric armor and things. That's pretty cool. A unicorn armor. Oh, that's awesome. So what I've been doing is I've been basically just I've not been doing the armors. I've been doing like these, like the cloths. And I've been going and basically getting all of these. So like tonight I will probably be see how we can get these. I'll come here and I'll gather enough to do like 1,000 of these. So that'll be like, I'll need 5,000 of this glass, 8,000 of the crystals, and then I'll just sit and I'll craft 1,000 of these. There's probably much faster ways to level up, to be fair. But it's not too bad. It gives me something to do, and it's a massive time sink, you know? Yeah. Right, we do need to change some stuff here before we continue. We need helping hand. You know what? We'll just disable both these, yeah? And we'll put fresh ones on. Shenanigans. Heal battle. And reduce rates. There we go. Our subs are all out at the minute. We are going over here towards this way. Well, probably need to lower that just a little bit. See there? Oh, it's so nice to be back in this again though. I missed playing it yesterday. I wanted to, but there's no way we could have played this. Yeah, crafting the collectibles for script is probably the fast way. I'm pretty sure that's what Kitten was saying to me. I'm pretty sure that's what Kitten Sensei says a little while back to me. Also doing the weekly special deliveries. Those as well. I am so terrible. I'm really, really bad. So by collectibles, you mean crafting collectibles, you mean these bits, right? It's not the master recipe stuff, is it? So say if I was to go on woodworking, it's not like these things. No, that's mastercrafts. No, collectibles are different, aren't they? They're here. Ah, okay. So if I go the cloth one, and then in here, right? Okay. I'm the biggest derp that ever derped, I swear to God. Oh, you can get a cap, a Peaky Blinders cap. Oh, that's cool. Ah, right. Of course, this all makes so. Why does my brain work this way? This makes so much sense now. These are the These are the reasons why Kitten spends hours crafting stuff manually. Bless her heart. Because you can't use auto crafting on them. Yeah. Example, go to Modona. Other cities have them too. Right, easy. I know whereabouts to hand them in, that's the thing. Yeah. But where the then on the left are the script vendors. Yeah, just up a little hill. So we do actually have some that we found hanging about just from when we've been gathering things. You can see all the stuff I've been crafting. They will ask specific collectibles. Yeah, for specific things, right? The specific classes and stuff. Let's turn you down just a little bit more. How does that sound? Does that sound okay, friends? So say if I want to level up the crafter one just before we do this, the cloth craft, realistically I want to be doing these, right? Oh, they need so many materials. Yeah, but check which one they want first. Yeah, because it won't be all of these. Well, it'll be in this list somewhere for them, for the class. Okay. I swear, I'm so much hard work. Honestly. Thank you so much, my friend. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got our this friend here, haven't we? I just want to check. That's fine. Appreciate you doing all this, but I ain't getting me hopes up just yet. It's a good idea. Oh, that's right, because we're gonna help with the ether burner, won't we? We're getting the material. Easy. Well, I'm all for relying on the power of friendship, but we're now left with the real luxury of having nothing to do. There must be something that requires our attention. Nah, you're good. You can level however you want, just let you know there are multiple ways. See, the thing is, Kitten is talked me through doing that a few times as well, bless her heart. And I'm pretty sure Conjurer has too. Like they've mentioned it, and I've meant to go and do it, and when I've started to go do it, I've been distracted by doing something else, and it's just went, and it's been lost in the ether inside here somewhere. Yeah. So it's one of those weird instances where I was aware of it, and it took you mentioning it and then telling me where to look for it. Yeah. When and I don't know why, for some reason in my brain, I didn't think to look in the crafting log for the actual crafting stuff for it, you know, like an absolute numpty that I am. So I do appreciate that, Ash. Thank you, though. I appreciate you, my friend. What serendipitous irony that the remnants of the 7th Umbral calamity would become the keys to mankind's salvation. Right? What are the chances? Never more certain have I been that Master Louis watcheth over us from the ethereal sea. First the Telephoroi, now the final days. Heh. No one can accuse the Isabard contingent of backing down from a challenge. Of course, they weren't all so committed to the cause when we first set out. But after seeing the examples set by you, Afno, and the others, the change was palpable. They couldn't help but believe. Ooh, that reminds me, I do need to do one more little thing real quick. I need to turn one of my filters down. Where are you? I can see you, you little bugger. There we go. It's the free band equalizer. I need to turn this down just a little bit on here so it doesn't sound quite as bassy. It should sound a little bit more, a little less bass, like boomy, because we want the boom a little bit, but not too much. But we'll see. Yeah. Considering how much of a fuss he made at the time, I don't see why he takes every opportunity to bring it up. It was just firewood. I forget what entirely that bit there is entirely lost on me. So what are your plans for the day, Ash? What are you up to besides getting lost and re-rising? Kind of proud that I was able to influence you to get to start like in the most evil of ways to go and play V-Rising. It's such a good game. I'm confident that even the deadliest of elegant defense mechanisms are no match for our allies. At this rate, some of them might soon have as many accomplishments to their names as a certain warrior of light. Nah. I mean, if they do, that would be good. That'd be cool, right? Time and time again, it seems that elegant something or other are either the cause or the solution to our problems. To think the self-same materials that once launched Delamond will now be used to help ferry mankind to the moon. There's a poetry in that. Ooh, speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm seeing a lot of articles about 11 at the minute. Apparently there's new story coming for Final Fantasy 11. And there's fresh servers being put up or something. Alphino is resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? Ha, you've already done more than enough. If I had to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. It's funny you say that, we've got a few experts out there. One in particular, right? Stood right behind us. You there, lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting listening to like in the intro doing the last few little bits before starting streaming, and I was just sat for a couple of minutes just going like this and then like getting properly absorbed in the song. Answers is an amazing song. It's one of my favorites. Gives us full body chills every time I hear it. Ha! If only Master Cockle knew how right he was. Well, he and Graha establish a rapport. Why don't we help with preparations for the Great Exodus? I kind of thought that's what we were going to be doing anyway. Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our agreement. But I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize, and so it starts, ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Oh my god, I don't know where it is, but I have become acutely aware. Does anybody else with ADHD get this? Where you become acutely aware of like even just the hairs of your eyebrows and like your eyelashes, and it is driving me insane. I keep seeing them, and because I can't find my glasses, I'm like tilting my head down a lot to look through, like look up, because for some reason it makes my eyes focus a bit better. So I keep seeing my eyebrows, my eyelashes, and the ADHD side of me is just like, boom. Look at those blurry things. A little random, I know, but anyway, let's continue. Let's see. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you've a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlene Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the exodus. Ha! That lot need all the help they can get. Yes. Well then, off we go. Right, let's see. I shall endeavour to provide Master Cockle with whatever information he should require. I admit, without refined adamantite, I ain't got a bloody clue how else I could get the ether burner performing any better. If you lot do come up with the goods, if you don't come up with the goods, we're buggered. Yeah, I've been having a proper look around for my glasses. Can't find them anywhere. You're joking, we were just up here before. Oh, that's right, because this wasn't TheReeper's, was it? Yeah. We're going to be lazy. We're going to teleport up there. Still looking forward to getting my hands on Vipers. I just realized I've got buddies as I've got a few people tabbed up for when they're live, and I can sit and lurk and stuff. And one of them is buddies, and I just realized his title for Final Fantasy VII. First playthrough, they made me play it. Oh, that is hilarious. I love that. That's so buddy as well. Oh shit, when we were down there, we should have had a look for because there's an ether current around this area somewhere. I meant to pick it up just before. Yeah. I'm thinking about changing my layout a little bit. I want to see if there's a way I can get my camera, because it's on top of my monitor just now. And I'm wanting to see if there's a way I can get my camera so it'll be in between my monitors and it'll be like directly where I look, and I need to raise my main monitor a little bit. Yeah. Just a little. So that I'm not doing this when I'm trying to talk with yous. Right, you're all gonna have different stuff to say now, aren't you? In order to protect the secrets of the central circuit, the researchers must navigate a bewildering maze of paperwork before they are permitted to return to the surface. I suppose it's no different than any other aspect of Charlene's society. If I put the microphone there, you guys should still be able to hear me okay, yeah? We do love our bureaucracy. It is very much a mirror of the city above, which is perhaps how it came to be called Charlene Hamlet. Ha, okay, I like that. Ishtola, hello, waifu. What a quaint little settlement this is. A shame it is hidden underground. I mean, all the scientists and stuff had to have somewhere to live, right? Oh my god, I nearly zapped my own bot. I am the worst. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but I draw the line at paperwork. The very light paper a little bit too heavy for you, my friend? So much as a wave of a sheaf of documents at me, and I'll put my lance through it. Relatable. So relatable. Thank Grid. As surprised as I was to learn the forum planned to send everyone to the moon, I can't imagine how the common folk must feel about it. I mean, it's super outlandish, right? I mean, but this is a world as well. You have to think we have like dragons and stuff appearing out of moons and blowing the world up and everything. So, I mean, and actual straight up magics. So, do my senses deceive me? In the shadow of yon corner. Ah? One can but hopeless leadeth not to mischievous undertakings. Who did he see? Have we been followed by one of the Loperates? I bet you we've been followed by one of the Loperates. Watch. Dragons appearing out of moons is saying that gaming is great at saying, right? Oh my god, that'd be amazing on a t-shirt. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Where's my note list? This needs to be put on a note somewhere. There we go. Say just a dragon appearing out of a moon. There we go. Yeah. I feel that fits. That would be cool, wouldn't it? From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help that we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholaric Monty Shane mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. I just had a thought. If we were to do that, I'm not saying we're gonna, but just taking that thought a little further, right? If we were to do that, could you imagine, like, a moon with our Lalafell, like a stylist look of our Tom Lala, even bursting out of the side of the moon, and then with that saying, just a dragon bursting out of the moon. Appearing out of the moon. Let's see. Helping with the arc? Even with all the power Master Cockles managed to squeeze out of the Aether Burner, it's still not enough apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there will be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. What we doing? Gather information in the Charlene Hamlet. Oh, hello. Hello. That's interesting. Hello? I've never seen it pronounced that way before. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on Aether Burner? Oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I chose that over my current duty. Checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes, or what have you. The forums got enough on their plate as it is, but with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when, a lot of powerful people have opinions about that. I bet they do. My heart goes out to Master Fortunato and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? God, when it gets dark down here, it gets dark, right? Where we talked to everybody here. It looks like we've talked to all the people here that we can. I'm dying to see this ship. We've got a blue quest. Blue quest? Aha. Oh, a vexed veterinarian, but it's a Lala. Whee! Aether current, nice. That a good time to stroll. Oh god. A veterinarian in Charlie Hammett is wrangling with a beast of a problem. Excuse me, ma'am. I couldn't help but notice that you've a way about you that simply screams, I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds. Oh. And since I'm never wrong about such things, might I trouble you? I mean, that's quite a compliment, really, when you think about it. At least I take it as a compliment. Animals and creatures have this sixth sense about people, so if they are good around you, or they take well to you, it says a lot about you. At least that's what I feel personally, you know. You see, amongst the troops of trolls living in the outer circuit, I came upon one who was sick beyond measure. I took the poor creature in at once and saw him healed, of course. But when I attempted to return him to his rightful form, he flew into a panic, as if he could not bear the thought of going back. That sounds like fear, though, doesn't it? Like a fear response? To make matters worse, the troll saw fit to escape into a den of Analas. I would go after him, but I'm so bumble-footed I'll scare him off like as not, and be torn limb from limb by for my pains by the fiends. So, I turn to you. Would you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I shall provide you with his favourite food, and with it, you should be able to calm him. The piteous thing. Calm the piteous thing. Hopefully, that will be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. And though I shudder to think of it, if any of those fell Analas seek to impede you or pester that troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, and don't worry, you will be rewarded for your efforts. Yes, okay, we'll help you, friend. We'll help you. So now we have to do this before we continue that. So, how long have you been playing V-Rising for then, Ash? Sounds like a little while now at this point, yeah? This session about 3 days. Nice. I won't lie, alright? I've had to make a point to only play V-Rising on stream because I would be doing the same thing. But we can't do that. I don't want to skip any progression stuff for you all not to be there with us when it happens. It's the same with this. Kind of regret playing through like a Realm Reborn stuff the way that we did, because we skipped most of that because we know that story and we just like, you know, done more. We just hurried through it, and I'm very much wishing that we didn't. So we'll probably end up going back to sort that at some point, you know. But V-Rising has been so much fun, man. In the best way, right? I love these weapons, like these moves so much. With the sky swords come down. Oh, look at the oh. Where's a fruitosaur? That's okay. We like fruitosaurs. Oh, I want you as a mount. You look amazing. Oh my god. Like a hairy gobber. Oh. I'm really looking forward to starting doing our mount grind as well. That's going to be something that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. That's not happening though until after we've finished the Dawn Trail story. Realistically, we've got quite a few mounts just now anyway, but none of the ones that you really have to grind for, I don't think. Maybe a few that we got gifted from a few awesome peoples. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see about. I'm sure there'll be a list somewhere of all the different mounts and where to start and how to go for getting them. And we're going the complete wrong way, yeah. I love this one. I love them. How cool they look. Now we go back. Who's gonna grumble? Yeah. Veterinarian. Let's see what you've got to say now, friend here. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent. Indeed, they are as an intrinsic part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos, and keep it healthy and thriving. Though we've a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones, most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, my friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe. Perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. They look like, it's like someone took a sloth, all right? Just look at this. It's like someone took a sloth, give them slightly, like, you know, some teeth, just a few, made them like gobble into like a gobble hybrid of a sloth. That's actually really cute. I actually really like them. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over them, to ensure they are well, and it would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Ah yes, your reward. Here, as promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Yeah, awesome. I think we've only got a few currents left to get then, right? If I look here. Ooh, 3 more quest ones. We know at least one of them is going to be MSQ locked, right? And we've got 2 more in the open. Cool. So we need to keep an eye out on them. Right. Ooh, what's this bracelet? 545, did that say? It did. Wrists. Ooh, that'll be an upgrade for us. Consternated chef. I know this word, I forget what it means though. Consternated. Confused? Irritated? Despairs at her present predicament. Mandragora swipe their ingredients. Okay, gotta go get Raffles back for you. Oh, we gotta throw a bomb at them. Okay, that's a bit excessive, isn't it? Yeah, that BC over there went and stole my apples. I could go get them back, but please go. Like, can you go do it? Because I'm too busy. But at the same time, like, if you see it, they like to bury themselves under the ground, right? So go throw these bombs at them for me, will you, and get my stuff back? Oh, I love that. Isn't it sulfur powder? It is. Okay. Yeah, let's put you there just now. Oh, this game's hilarious. Oh, okay. So one of my favorite classes, I come with been leveling some classes and stuff as well. The other week, we leveled our samurai up. And what is our samurai just now? Where are you? Samurai is 89, and I swear to God, it's one of my favorite classes to play. In terms of, it's one of the easier DPS classes to play. I found. Oh, didn't even have to put that on there. Okay, that's fine. So like, yeah, I might be. That looks like an old circle, down, up, square, circle. Is that an old cheat code? That sounds like an old cheat code. PlayStation, right? Definitely. Hello, buddy. Welcome in, my good friend. The gobsmacked garlic is so affronted by your pasturing. It is fled. It does not appear to be the culprit you're after. Instantly, I just get like muscle memory from all the years of playing like the early GTAs and stuff and Tomb Raider games and everything on the PlayStation by doing that. Like, and like coming up. Oh, yeah. How goes your day, my friend? What you been up to? I hope you're well. Yeah. It was actually because I've got like your stream tabbed up the top of my browser window. Oh, that's a different one now. Look at that. Wouldn't it be cool if you've seen all of these and you put them together and you done them on the controller with the PlayStation controller and the PlayStation version and gave you a secret mount or something? Could you imagine? But yeah, so I've seen your title from like your last stream. Yeah, we believe that. I've got your back. I believe that Ash and everyone made you play Final Fantasy VII, my friend. Takes no leave of you as it dots off. We're just doing a side quest just now, just to get like a bit of new risk gear for us. But yeah, give us a good little cackle when I seen it earlier, right at the start of the stream as well. I was just like, oh my God, that's genius. God damn it. Stop it. Like, they made me do it. Yeah, look at that. That's got to be, you know, I bet you that had something way back when, right? It had to have. Physical queen up and flees in a flustered state, leaving behind apples. It would appear that this is the... Okay, that's the one we needed. Collect the apples. Ah! Doing a bit of a late evening stream today, just a cozy evening one, just chilling out. We weren't able to get on at regular times today, and because there was loads of like net issues and stuff happening because of pesky construction things outside. But funny thing is, I think they've only just started at the opposite end of the street, but causing issues. It is causing issues. But it's all good. Kind of works out because I was wanting to do a stream around a couple of streams around this time anyway, just to see a few things. Yeah. Where are we going? This way? I have a question, friends. When the music is playing like loud like this and I'm talking, like you guys can hear everything okay, right? It doesn't sound like too loud or too quiet or anything. Ah, there you are. I've come up empty hand. Oh, that's right. We're not reading this because it's just a side quest. But it should be okay. All the stuff is roundabout where it should be, but like it's weird. Literally, things change when you start every stream. I've had stuff work. I've not touched anything, and then loaded the stream up and all the software up and everything to stop streaming the next day, and it's just freaked out and something hasn't worked before. It was weird. OBS be like that. This is wristband of Fendi. Ooh. We have got everything on that's best for us, haven't we? Ooh, buddy. Speaking of stream stuff, my friend. I don't know if you were in Conjurer's chat yesterday, any. And I think I've seen on your streams that you do use stream elements. From what Conjurer was saying to me, stream elements is closing down. I don't know if you know this, my friend. I thought to pass it on just in case, you know. Yeah. There's one more person we need to speak to around here, and I can't find them. They're not going to be inside. Can we go inside these buildings? Oh, we can't. So they're going to be outside then. Oh, there they are. Mm-hmm. See, why does that keep changing? Stop it. Let's see. Offering to help? That's very kind. But I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly lists of the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon. Every time I hear, I know we've had this in the story for a while now. Every time I hear this, it still makes my brain go, oh. And then whichever store we choose as our new home, my duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. You're going to be surprised. They're mega cute. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants. Please let us say they are. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that hatted rabbit that ran by. That's what Urianja seemed earlier. It's going to be Dreaming Way, right? We're definitely being followed by one of the Lockerates. Which is okay, because we like them. But... let's see. Salads. It's like garlic to a vampire. Ooh, and I don't know if he's said yet, but Ash is started playing V-Rising too. We inadvertently like influenced him to go and play, he says, or inspired even, not influenced. Why do I keep saying influenced? Wait, Urianja, It would appear the Lockerites have infiltrated Charlene's most heavily guarded facility. How? I know not. It's what they do, friend. Singing way, cooking way, growing way. No dreaming way. Hum hum hum. What joy to sample the delights of Atheris. I love these. How marvelous it is to see you again. You'll be pleased to hear I've learned much since our fascinating discussion at the Caratorium. Place is actually called the Caratorium. I always forget that. It's all thanks to Urianja, you see. He's taught me the finer points of cooking, which, despite my name, I knew very little about. Fair. So many dishes, so many hard to pronounce words. That would just be because you're reading it in Urianja speak, that's why, friend. Actually, I was rather hoping he'd show me how to bake an Archon loaf. They're quite popular, I hear. Well, it doesn't sound like it contains any flavor to speak of. Still, if that's the sort of thing your kind enjoys, I shall make enough to last the whole journey. Probably should be able to build the new foundations with those by the time we get to the new whatever new place we're going to, right? Oh, there's living way. Okay. Growing way. Crikey, I wasn't expecting to see you here. You're here, Vin. I'm sorry, I didn't have a chance to say goodbye. And for having those other Lockerites attack you, terrible misunderstanding that. It's okay. We're used to it, right? Not to worry though. These all have since recovered from the rather savage beating you administered. I'm gonna give them a few little love tap. They bear you no ill will. Well, perhaps a little. On account of the savagery. The savagery. Wow. This started off kind of nice, but now it's like I wrote this bit. But time heals all wounds. Most of it anyway. Here we go. Fancy meeting you here, Vin. Yeah, it's a coincidence, that, isn't it? Our friends in the forum brought us to see the teeny tiny toy boat. Oh, that's brilliant. Which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Atheris itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. I'm sitting here just even thinking, like, in all the times they've been up there, have they never done scans or anything, built anything to check what, like, to observe the planet? I would have thought they might have. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urianja and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, rude but fair, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest, and that'd be fun. Oh. Chondrite leg stuff. Wise guides. Try as he might, Urianja cannot free himself of the Lockerites. Speaking of, where's my cat? Where's she going? I don't see her anywhere. Oh. Which means she's probably in the bedroom. Or in the bathroom on one of the rugs. Yeah. A tour of Labyrinthos? An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, excuse me, We'll read this again. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's Burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Lockerates acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charling collaborators. This is a good idea, actually. Then they can see firsthand what the Charlians expect, right? I fear, however, a continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture? Are you sure about that, friend? Bum, bum, bum. What marvelous idea. Might we begin with a great big what's it over yonder? Ah, yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to Vin. Rude. Rude, sir, rude. Buddy, do you stream today, my friend? Do you stream on Tuesdays? You do, don't you? Where is this leading us? Which way? Ah, over and to the side. Okay, let's go. You know what? I'm gonna turn the how do I turn the fashion accessories thing off? Disable. There we go. So it's just that it's not gonna come on, is it? Sorry, but I had to drive somewhere and back real quick. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. You never have to apologize for stuff like that. Yeah. I always, I was saying this the other day on Discord. I don't know if you noticed or not. Like, I always, like, IRL stuff is always going to come first for me. You know? Totally understand. I do appreciate that, though, so. Yeah. Let's see what they've all got to say, right? Giant what's it? Oh, this is the weather system they were talking to us about, right? We only just learned about this. I do hope your trip went well, though. This is all very intriguing, I'm sure. But where are the food preparation stations? Asking the real questions. The, what was your word for it? Kitchens? That is a weird word when you think about it, right? That reminds me. Puddingway, I'm newly appointed chef of pudding research. I want this to be a real position. A discipline he himself founded after sampling Urianja's delights, has gone in search of Aphrodite's ultimate sweet treats. Well, provided it's a pudding, as that's all he ever talks about these days. Have you seen him? Puddingway is the one that was like in a trance walking around during the cutscenes when they showed up. I love the Loppers so much. It's raining in the game just now, and it's gonna start raining. Yeah, we've had heavy rain today and last night, so, and it's like getting darker and darker. So I'm like, wasn't sure if the sounds were on here or IRL. Oh yeah, only 2 bad drivers I noticed. That's not too bad, my friend. Then, yeah. So I'm glad for you. Yeah, one parked on a red curb, and one driving for miles down the middle lane. I don't drive, but even I know that parking where there's red, like a red barrier or something, is not okay. One driving for miles down the middle lane. Is the middle lane not allowed to be used? I'm guessing that's like the emergency lane or something, maybe, or like the fast lanes. Growing way. My word, what magnificent architecture! Such immaculate curvature. Why, thank you. It's taken me 56 years to work on this. Yes. I'll have to make several adjustments to my work if I'm to match this degree of craftsmanship. I shall leave no corner unrounded. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm an inspiration. Did we speak the living way? No, we didn't. Considering singing way and growing ways specialties, I expect him to pay full attention to your explanation, which I'm sure will be most informative. In the US, the middle lane is used for merging or turning. Ah, okay. If merging, you have to stop in it and wait for an opening. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, we don't have that over here. We've just, it's just a case of, I don't know what the equivalent would be over here. I know you have to give way to the right. Yeah, you have to always give way to the right. And that's about the extent of my knowledge on driving. So they shouldn't have been in there, right? The Lockroot's technical expertise doth far outstrip our own. It would be wise to allow them to form their own conclusions as to the function of the various apparatus, rather than offer uninformed suppositions of our own. Unless, that is, unbeknownst to me, thou art possessed of surpassing knowledge concerning the construction and operation of advanced Charlie and what's it? Well, you'd be surprised, Orianja. You'd be surprised what we picked up, right? They look like they're in a bit of an excited trance. Look, buddy, except boomers that only go halfway into it and block the actual lane. Oh, sounds like that's coming from experiences, my friend. Goodness me, build something so large without creation magic is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features. Oh, this is going to be a thing. Why can I hear music? I'm hearing different musics. Aww. Maybe it's stuff coming in the background. Maybe. Yeah. That happens so much too. Oi. Search the apparatus for points of potential interest. You may move the camera as well. Okay, it's one of these bits. Oh, there we go. Tanks. To hold the waters. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. I would love to learn to drive, right? I really would. And unfortunately I don't think I ever will be able to because of the way my like eyesight is, even with my glasses. Like, it's really bad. And even if I was to get past that, I don't think my anxiety would be able to cope. But it's one of those things where I would adore to be able to do it. I would be away every weekend on camping trips. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw off the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. Oh, and then the last big thing. Really? They're not going to ask what the wheel is? Ah. Oh, this is all the wheel's connected to this bit. Okay. But I know you guys drive on the other side of the road, don't you? So you just probably have to give way from the left. Is that right? Pretty sure this. Yeah, it's the right for us. That looks like the trees in Greatest Endsvale. That's a cool name, Endsvale. Hold on. That's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. But he says, yeah, we're on the other side. Ash says like savages. It's funny because I don't want to insult your entire culture here, but I'm kind of gonna anyway. So a little heads up. I think it's just a case of the West, like that part of the world just did that for the sake of being different, right? Just like to the rest of the world, which is absolutely fine, of course. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. We insult ourselves plenty, true. Says Ash. Then nobody took the bait. I'm right, aren't I? I love the song. I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install it in even the harshest of environments. For us lopperates, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Afaris sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Ash says, because they know it's true. Don't worry, we do the same thing over here as well, across the pond. Yeah. What were you saying? Many settlements in Thanaland are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Garabanya. Ooh. Again, I feel these two should be one comment, right? I'm gonna say this. That sound, the sound of rain, is one of the few I want to say it's ASMR sound. I don't know if it qualifies. I think it does. It's one of the few that like works for me. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from dying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. Is there no way they'd be able to just like take the water from Afaris before we leave? You'd think they would, if they were able to, they would strip the star, right, of resources and take them with you. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain the water in the first place. Master Alphonse spoke of the machineries responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Lopperates will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlie and Hamlet. Now I want some ham. I shall lead the way. Ash, I mean, the only way... Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, friends. I mean, the only way to grow is to acknowledge criticisms and adjust. Completely agreed, my friend. I doubt it just packing people up on a ship and leaving the planet would work. No, I meant like, when the majority of the peoples are up there, you'd think they would have had, like, the Lopperates would have had some kind of, like, thing in... Don't forget, they've had thousands of years, right? You would have thought they might have had some way to salvage as much from the star as they possibly could in terms of, like, taking resources with them. But again, you don't know, like, at this point, we don't know if it's going to be a case of, right, everyone's on that score, or if it's going to be, right, last second, we don't have time to do anything, everyone is literally on go before it blows, or that kind of thing, you know? So, you mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of this settlement. We were not escorted here by burly custodians. I dread to think, were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dare to think what could have become of us. Yeah, true. Hard to plan for the unknown. Exactly, yeah. Regrettably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth, Lothris may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of substance. It's funny. It's like that for Lalafels too, mostly. Didn't they assume we would be like 12 feet tall? Yeah, they did. I mean, to be fair, that's likely, that's a fair assumption I want to say, because, I mean, Heidelin slash Fenat would have, well, Heidelin at the point of their creations, probably, like, they've only seen us, right? So I don't think they would have known how big we were going to be in, like, the most populous would be and stuff. So I kind of, like, yeah, kind of understand that, like, that assumption. As far, like, before they seen anybody else, all they knew was, like, the ancients, right? Yeah. Maybe that's just me. Oops. No. I think that was an actual fair thing that was said, because I remember it was with the habitats, wasn't it? So, yeah. No oops needed, my friend. You're all good. I would be content dying with all these rabbits just laying all over me. How cozy would that be, right? Oh. May I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? My part, I shall act as an escort to living way and cooking way, and trust singing way and growing way to thy care. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, like, oh Lala, okay, I've read. Ignore what I said. Didn't assume we'd be like 12 feet tall, and then Ash says I would be content with dying with the rabbits, but he's like, or just all like Lalafels all over. I get that now. Yeah, my brain got there just before you said that. Maybe that's just me. Oops. I mean, when we're not trying to burn the world down, right? Lala's a pretty cuddly and cute too, so yeah. Or they can be. More valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. Is all the same? If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. I love seeing this wild word. I don't know. I have proof all Lalas are evil. Photo proof. I mean, nothing in life is perfect, but Lala feels of course. Come along, growing way. For the water extraction, what's it? I love that they keep calling everything what's it. That's exactly what we would be like. Look, Reeper, your Lala is a Tumbury. Excuse me. It's pretty established at this point, right? That, I mean, that's fair to be honest as well, actually. Yeah. Hoping as one just for funsies. No. So, basically what happened is the Tonberry is RPing is a Lala. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's their excuse for trying to like show outwardly so much. It's like dressing like Dracula for Halloween. Next Halloween stream, I may have to have a look at going full vampire. Although, like, you'll have to leave that with me because I don't know if I would, but Reaper is on my side. All right, I'm gonna go make a quesadilla. And you know what? You gotta bring enough for the rest of us, buddy. You have to share a friend. I want one too, right? Only just the one ash. Perhaps you could tell the local beasties we're not nearly as delicious as we might appear. To be fair, if you try to grab us for hugs and stuff, we just turn into a cloud of smoke. It's like, Well, Vin, if you tried to grab Vin for a hug, you would be able to get a hug. Yeah. I have a feeling the way forward is not as close as we'd like. Could you go and take a look? Are we ready, friends? Cloud of bats. All right. One of the bosses in front of where we are in V Rising, from what I understand, they do give us that form, which is gonna be cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. So speaking about different bosses and classes and stuff, on 29th of this month, we're gonna be playing Path of Exiles No League, right? I'm gonna put a poll up. Tomorrow night I'm gonna put the poll up. I'm gonna find out the new classes, and I want your guys' help to find out what we're gonna transform into. Yeah, transform into, because we're talking about bursting out of cloud of bats. I want your opinion on what classes you would like to see us play as. I say that fiend had a mind to feast on roasted leopard. Nom 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 nom. The platform is cool. My first castle I rebuilt for a bat landing space. See. Oh, that sounds so fun. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction what's is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. I think we might have thunderclouds forming, you know. Like, I'm just looking outside, and it's looking like the clouds are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons in all the wrong ways. Deal. There we go. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a look at. I know there's one of the classes where it's basically like a Beastmaster kind of class, because you get to tame bosses and have the bosses run around as your minions for you and attacking enemies and things. So that's going to be on the list. Another one is the martial artist. That's going to be fun because that's got some really cool skills available in the ascendancy trees and things that we've played with in the past. I need to go do yard work, but 14 is calling. Oh, I know the feels. I know the feels. If you're heading out though, my friend, I hope you enjoy your yard work, yeah? Let's get moving. That building looks nice and solid and safe. We'll be here until, I think we're going to be going until like 11 p.m. my time. Yeah. So we'll be about... Oh, so very exciting, but I'd rather not do it again. Wait, how exactly were we planning to head back later? Not yet, going to run like 4 dungeons first. Ah, procrastination that way. I know the feels. You've done well to see those to here safely. They can be a bit skittish at the best of times, so I'm pleasantly surprised they didn't run off and get themselves killed. I couldn't help but notice a distinct lack of carrots along the way. On many of the other vegetables I was expecting to see, though I did catch a glimpse of some sort of bipedal tomato charging about. Must be my imagination. No, sorry friend, that's truth. That's real. Let's see. Let's continue. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift's top. Pray follow me. We need to be going down. Not up. We need to be going down. Jeez. Have you got a big garden, Ash? Or have you got like a decent sized one? Or is like, what's it like for you? Is there a lot of work to do? Remember to hydrate, friends. Super important. Please tell me we're not going to be taking them all the way outside. It's going to literally just pick us up and take us there, right? But buddy, I hope your quesadillas are super tasty, my friend. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. Perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Atheris just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? Asking big questions of life here, right? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Whoa. What's this? New legs. Yay! I have about an acre, but the main things I gotta do is edge the yard. Out put weed killer down, then leaf blow the front porch. So a little bit of regular maintenance, basically, yeah. Oh, wait, how are we running out of space? And we don't need you in there, that's fine. Really? I've got pair of 87 stuff. Boots on that are like perfect for us apparently. Agriculture shock. Jesus, that was a hard one to get out, right? Hey. Cooking Way is eager for a change of venue, or at the very least, a change of what's it. Now I want some what's it's, god damn it. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food? Speaking straight to my heart, there they are, honestly. I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Merial Agronomics. Oi. As I imagine As I imagine, Singing Way and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. Would thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully, I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Urianja was telling me about. Delicacies. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to something than myself. Not to mention Atheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. This feels like busy work just now. I know they're kind of tying it into the story, alright, but it feels like busy work in complete honesty. I've never been one for gardening myself, but like I totally understand like why people do. My dad is a big gardener. He grows loads of different flowers and stuff in his garden. And an acre sounds like a decent size. Ash, yeah. The building I live in, we've got like a tiny little rear yard, just a tiny little one. We're not allowed to do anything with it because it's all maintained by the housing association. But yeah, each tiny. Maybe I want to say the grass area is like 8 feet, maybe 8 to 10 feet one way, and then probably about 12 feet up because it goes up a little hill. Yeah. This is the place, yes. This is the place, yes. The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to farmers' crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples. Really? I know I say this every time something like this part of a quest pops up, but I'm so glad they decided to change the like having to beckon people and stuff to put like so we could oh, it's that way, like so you don't have to beckon them anymore. What a fine mess this is. It's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. That's right, we did, didn't we? No more beckon is great, isn't it? I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do. Down here. Up there. Oh, that confused my brain for a second. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Oh, that was Cooking Way asking that. Okay. Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in the new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nope. Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Wait. Where's it asking us to go? Oh, literally to the sides. Okay. I see Kitty movement. She's going to get some more food. See. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes. As long as you don't look too closely to them, they are grapes. Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. It tastes as much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant, yes. I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly giving me food for thought. Wow. Though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I brave an erupting volcano for a choice sponge. Meh, ghastly things. I'd never eat rancid gigging toward eyeballs. I actually quite like grapes, yeah. Brave an erupting volcano for some. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Uh-huh. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. Until the next treat. Apples. Orange by name, orange by nature, oranges then. I thought that looked a bit green. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's see. That's a chicken or egg joke. Yes. That's, Equal parts sweet and sour, as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Orianja about expanding my vocabulary, and simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated. You know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Yep. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation, let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. How many more steps to this are they going to give us? Really? I keep double checking and seeing that this is main scenario. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like this is something from a side quest. Anyway, let's go. Let's keep going. That color, that texture. Are they some sort of enormous rounded carrots? It's a fair question, actually, when you think about it, right? No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Ooh, just gone really dizzy for some reason, no? Blah. It's so hard and flavorless. May as well be chewing a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Excuse me. Oi. Stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. They're not gonna have any idea what they mean by that, are they? Despite the name. Do you not find it in our footballer? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. What's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for so long, for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though, if there is anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over there, over yonder? Jeez. Is it your leveling dungeons that you're doing, Ash? Your daily levelings? What wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have flavor to match. Because I have no idea how these are eaten. I'll just bite into it. My tongue. Is this poison? Oh no. These are apples, right? A lemon. Oh my god. Okay. You mean it's supposed to taste like this? We didn't give them any warning. How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It may be sometime before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. That's fair, that's fair. No phantom relics? Ah, okay, okay. We still need to continue doing our weapon, our, like, this stuff for our paladin one. Yeah. Let's see. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rallying enamored with the grapes and oranges. Less so the pumpkin though. I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? Oh, I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one. So I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon. Have I not suffered enough? Poor French traumatized from the lemon tasting. Nevertheless, I would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Ooh. Bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Jesus. Very well. Lemon muffin. Wow. I've been craving one of these for like the last 3 weeks. Honestly, lemon drizzle muffins. Oh, do your worst. Prepared for this time and it's going to taste lovely. How far through your grind for your phantom relic are you? You must be like a fair bit through, I would imagine, yeah? This is delicious. Oh, bless. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, which is actually very true to think about, right? But it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. Bum, 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 bum. Oh god. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Oh, such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Oh, mankind, the Lockharts. We were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. We learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms, oh, sorry girl, of negativity. Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna get to say hello to everybody. Hi friends. Hello. You fluffy one says hello to all. She's right. You know how come they always say like the kitties and stuff can tell. She needs a brushing again. Can tell just how we're feeling and stuff. She's not left my side much lately, honestly. Oh, all the flus everywhere. Ah. Aetherwell for the second one. I don't know what Aetherwell is yet. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. Is that like second or third stage for you? And therein lies its folly and its downfall. But perfection is an unattainable ideal. There's a paradox of the immaculate character. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their future quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What, then, is the alternative? The answer lies in knowledge that our existence can never be perfect. Be content with what we have and make the most of it. You're on the second stage. Nice. Hopefully it goes smoothly for you. Yeah. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Yeah. I feel that. Pod my Eosian. What in the seven hells are you on about? Pod my Eosian. I love that. And who are you anyway? Be like me saying pod my Scotsman. and then being so super direct. Cooking way, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there will be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Atheros' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Aww. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Urianja and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Doing LOA, and they all put the meteors on top of Behemoth. Wait. That sounds pretty insane, to be fair. LOA. I'm guessing we're heading back down now, right? Yeah. I love this mount so much, man. As soon as I seen the purple energy coming off of it, I was like, it's gotta be that's perfect for us. Yeah. It's a good thing the music is really good for it too. Ooh, okay. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Ooh, I was gonna say it's gotta be Linsalomans is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. The Far East has oodles of noodles. Known for their cuisine. It's got to be Limsa, right? I want to say Limsa. Literally just for the Culinarians Guild being there. But then you do have all of the food in the Far East side of the realm as well. Let's go with the Far East. Yeah. I have a feeling that those might be something. Would that I had time to visit? The more I learn of avarice, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Heidelind's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. We're gonna be in 89 quests. Still 88 Sage Council. Oh, we get foot gear from this. Uraja appears to be tallying the lockerates in preparation for an imminent departure. Wait. Still missing Pudding Way, aren't we? I'm trying to think what LOA stands for, Ash. My brain isn't getting there. Pretty sure I know it though. If it's pre-Endwalker or like before where we are, we've done it. I want to say, but my brain keeps wanting to say Land of Ancients, but that's not right. I don't know where I'm pulling that from. Vin, I trust thy time at Merial Agronomics did bear fruit. Even Uriantia is getting in on the dad jokes, man. Jesus. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. And no doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let's return to the Charlian hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every lockeret there. Should further questions within my power to answer arise. You'd think after over a decade they would know not to stack meteors on Behemoth. Yeah, LOA is Labyrinth of Ancients. Okay, there we go. AKA Crystal Tower Alliance. Yeah, I thought I knew it. My brain just couldn't get there. Thank you, my friend. Aww. I was same thinking like... That was like, that fight was directly where my mind went to as well, by the way, when you were saying that earlier. So it's just like, wait, huh? Oy. Oh, okay, make this easier on ourselves. We shall teleport over. I mean, some people just don't do stuff and like, they just do things their way, don't they? They don't like to do it in the way that was learned to do. He looks worried like he's missing someone, right? Growing way. Ooh, cutscene. I mean, I'm guilty of doing that as well, to be fair. It takes a lot for me to realize that I do. Once I do try to fix myself up. Yes, Ben? That was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Well, yes, friend, of course we do. Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aphris at Logisticon Alpha. That's why. Oh, a forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? Most of them, yeah. The Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, and a place of utmost tranquility. The verdant, at least. The trees of Dravania stand particularly proud. You should see the forest of the first. One was purple. I want to say all of these. Gonna say Lakeland. We've got to say Lakeland. In that aspect, we had to. It was different, right? Yes, yes, I say. With a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise. To assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. It is though. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Aww. Not at all. My works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Who's this going to be? Oh, Thancred. Hello. Thancred. How does thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here. Despite news of the coming end, we have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried though. Quite the opposite. I mean, I feel that is understandable, right? Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not, though aided by our goodly growing weight, we may yet find other ways to lighten the burdens. Aww. Me? Give use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Oh, friend. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. This is an oddly wholesome scene. Out of nowhere, I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping part. Perhaps you might start with him. Tis as good a place as any. Come. Speak with the troubled researcher. Just see veneration over there, someone's crafting stuff. You best go with them. I don't think Urianger misjudged him, but growing way does look like he could use some emotional support. I still have work to complete elsewhere. I trust that I won't return to find any lockerics in tears. Oh, why would you? Why would you? Do 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 do. Down this way. Yeah, so I have an idea of what class I want to do. I'm Final Fantasy. I'm Path of Exile, right? I have an idea. Crap, it's over this way. We've run the complete wrong direction here. Whoops, can we just jump up there? Oh. Well, I'm like... I also kind of want to try out the new one, because the Beastmaster one I mentioned earlier. It's not Beastmaster, but they're calling it something like Spirit Walker, I think they're calling it. Because that's kind of like minions, but different. So that'd be cool. 2 down. Now 7,555 out of 10,000, getting closer. Ooh, you got this, my friend. You'll be there before you know it, yeah? One second, just quickly checking something. And we're back. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Charlian ingenuity, that it's built with peerless, elegant technology, is all true. But I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it in the great expanse. All my tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage. But even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fail apart on the next flight or the one after that. I relate to this line of thought so much. It's like speaking to the overthinker in me a little bit. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the Aetherburner's design was flawless, too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but well, maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's designs that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised a means by which to employ gravity. A spatial temporal spell to regulate the environment. But what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? I mean, that's a fair worry, right? Aha, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. I was going to say that doesn't happen on the moon, right? Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply. And if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. Nice. That's good to see. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Loperates to attend them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Atheros, and learn more about them while we're at it. Oh, cuties. Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Vin, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to suitable Loperate. Oh. Oh, I do so look forward to that. Place for every Loperate, and every Loperate in their place. Oh. My god, it's got a massive wide area too. I mean, that friends worries have fared, right? I mean, like they said, they've never launched anything into the sky, into into space, so they have no idea how it's gonna go, you know. What's the saying? Sometimes you just have to like you just have to try your best to be in the moment and not worry about what ifs too much. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only take the work. It'll only make the work go that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. But at the same time though, like people's worries and stuff and feelings are valid and genuine, you know? So like if she can help people, especially where this kind of like stuff is concerned, you should, like, you kind of should. Yeah. Haha. The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things. Tell me about it. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. Oh my god. It's like the motto I feel for every screamer in existence. And yet, I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. I love that's where they went with that there. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her. Anxious engineer. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on this ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons. But to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that? There we go. One dungeon left. Decided to do it as a DPS. 20 minutes wait, of course. Oi. That be how it goes, unfortunately. Yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying about? Oh, we have actually. Upstairs. This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemy I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt there'll be more help than you. You've wasted enough of my time already. Rude. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the operators. I think they would have a field day with him, to be honest. Yeah. I feel he would like, he would be spinning how much they would help him. Grog. My face. What's wrong with my... Ow. Perhaps I'm a bit tense. See, I get this as well. I get that. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. When my anxiety stuff and everything gets like really bad, I just get like, because I clench my jaw, it starts here and it goes all the way through the deep muscles, all the way up the back of my neck, and it feels like tooth pain. It really feels like tooth pain. I've got a TENS machine and I put that on the back of my neck, and I swear that like solved it. I did that last week and it just released everything. It was amazing. Dang, sorry, Reeper. What for? Nothing to be sorry for, my friend. Including the operates in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will thank you. Absolutely will thank you. Perhaps the biology itself might offer some clue as well. Oh, you mean like sorry for how you're saying sorry that I feel that? Oh, okay. I swear my brain. Anxiety. If I could, I would eradicate it, right? I appreciate that, Ash. Thank you. Thankfully, I'm aware of what causes it and everything, you know, and like how to don't want to say handle it, but how to like help it along. Yeah. So anxiety is one of the biggest things I have to deal with in terms of mental health stuff. Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. We're attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the ether burner make our original estimates unfeasible? But there are simply too many variables, I feel, as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so my biggest things are anxiety, which my doctors recently thought, and this is one of the reasons I'm dealing with the other side of my mental health so much at the minute, is because my doctors recently stopped my anxiety antidepressant medication. So it's made everything go what? But yeah, like my doctors thought it could be my anxiety itself could be related to my ADHD after a lifetime of not being medicated for it. And so they were like, we'll stop those other ones for now to see how that goes, but not going well, so waiting to hear back from them. But we make do. You know, we have our we're aware of how things go for me, and I have my comfies and I have Spike. Yeah. Who was asleep and on the sofa until she heard her name. She just went, what? Fine. How might I help you? My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Ah, nice. Now I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman is doing better than you are. Oh my god, 3 of 8? How many people? Oh, there's got to be people up here, right? I was gonna say there has to be people up here for it to be covering this area as well. Kind of want to see if there's anyone out this way too. Sometimes I imagine what life could be like minus anxiety. Of course, the grass is always greener because monkey paws exist. Yeah. It's a nice spot, isn't it? Unfortunately, as I know you're well aware, us human beings, we work in strange ways. Yeah. Trying to find these last few people. Aha. There's one. 8 people we had to get. I didn't realize we were looking for 8. Blessed assistants. Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery. It seems I shall have to do so single-handedly, I swear. When I found those assistants of mine. One of the new things I've started doing is in the mornings, when I've not been able to sleep and stuff, I have my big book, Mistborn, my collector's one. When the weather's been okay, I've been putting it in my backpack and I've been going out down to the local green spaces and down like the waterfront and stuff. And I've been sitting, but like watching the sunrise, reading my book and things in the mornings. Yeah, so that's been really nice. Like getting out in nature definitely helps. Eloperates are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 2 dozen times already and I haven't slept in weeks, lazy sods. Oi. And I forgot to charge my phone up. 4 more people we need. Okay. Ah, that sounds nice. A good drink too. Yeah, yeah. Aha. There's one. Waha. Distracted researcher. 56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds, rip one out and add to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds in the... Beep! I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk and then I noticed these weeds and... This person speaks directly to my ADHD. Pleasant conversation, partners. And also fuzzy. Goodness me. That does sound like a much better way to relax. Oh my god, this is great. Aha. I'm sure if it wasn't for my anxiety, my book would not have taken 2 years to write. 2 years is actually really good, my friend. Oh, that's really fast. I'm pretty sure you've said that to us before, but totally didn't remember until just now, but yeah. 2 years is amazing to write a book. That's really good. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is that what dying feels like? You're having a anxiety attack, my friend. Oh, pardon me. I didn't see you there. There is no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. Well, that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Oh, bless them. Our visitors can help me triple check the structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. Oh, it's a short book, novella. Still, that's actually like really good. Yeah. Like for something like that is essentially completed from front from front to back, minus the like the formatting bit you was saying about last time. Like a lot of people take a lot longer to do that. Yeah. Than 2 years. My one is, it's about a third of the way done for the first version, and I've been doing that since before COVID. I think I started like maybe like 2018, 2017 maybe. Yeah, apologies, but I'm awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, we'll have to wait. It seems this cleaner is too busy to chat, for his benefit or otherwise. Oh, we should probably go check out here, right? I've been, if you've never heard or seen Brandon Sanderson's course that he teaches for creative writing, you should definitely, he's got it all up online on his YouTube. In the real, like, proper actual college, I think college/university course that he puts up, and they're really good. Actually, you should check them out. He was saying like most successful authors, they end up like it's not normally people's first books that get sold. They normally have multiple books under their belt. Like they'll fire off like 4, 5, 6, 7 before, at least the last two we need, cool, before like they get them picked up in and stuff. So like, you know, and I'm sitting there going, how can people fire out books that quickly? And I'm just like, it takes years to make them. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. So when I hear people like yourself that are so far along with it, I'm just like, oh, that's amazing. You should be well proud. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? Bless. You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly. Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. In my mind, regardless of if it's a novel, a full massive fantasy novel, or a short story, or anything in between, just being able to get something completed is an achievement and something that should be congratulated on. Yeah. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense played it as a piano. Yep. I swear, it's like they've taken my entire self and put it in all this. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals too. Uh-huh. This game seems fine if in need of a break. The game stopped. I feel called out, game girl. Stop it. Can we jump over here? Yeah. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new start part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forums, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on God's know what made by God's know who. I don't bless him. I don't blame him even. Bless him. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. Nice. Finally. If I remember correctly now, you're up and over here, aren't you? Yeah. Look at them all chatting away. Okay, that's cool.
ちょっと休憩。一度にこんなに喋ったのは初めてですわ。
よう、盛況だな。月の民から助言をもらえるらしいって、早速街中で話題になってたぞ。そういうことでしたら、こちらのスリーピングウェイと話してみるのがよろしいかと。彼は月の操縦士ですので。よく覚えてるもんだな。レポリットの違いを見分けるのは難しいと思うんだが。
あなた方を嘆きの海から送り出した後、私たちとウリエンジェはたくさん話をしましたから。彼はアーテリスについていろいろと教えてくれましたし、こちらの質問にもとことん付き合ってくれましたわ。おかげで私の本ももういっぱい。こうして実際に来てみるとまだ驚くことばかりですが、そもそも彼から教えられなければ地上に降りてくることもなく、月で待ち続けていたでしょう。
こんな光景、昔のウリエンジェを知る奴が見たら驚いて喜んだだろうな。ルイゾワ様やミンフィリア、パパリも、それから。
いやあ、ここでいい相談役を紹介してもらえると聞いたんだ。私たちにも頼めるかな。
ウィルフスンさん、ブローウィドさん。転移魔法の研究者として有名な夫妻だよ。ムーンブリダのご両親だ。お久しぶりです。お二人ともこちらにいらしたのですか？
ああ、しばらく前に妻ともども引き抜かれてね。しかしまさかここで君と再会することになるとは。
まったくだよ。あんたと来たらうちの子の訃報に手紙を添えてきたきり、何の連絡もよこしやしない。本当に本当に心配かけて。
申し訳ございません。直接ご報告に伺うべきだと分かっていながら。 何よりムーンブリダのことを私は。
ルイゾア様に置いていかれたと嘆いていた彼女にとって、君たち暁が呼んでくれたことがどれほどの喜びだったか。あの子の成したこと、すべての決断は間違いなくあの子自身のものだったと思う。どうか君も己を責めるのではなく、彼女を誇ってやってはくれないか。
私たちに起こってることがあるとすれば、それはあんたと一緒に泣けなかったことだよ。あんな震えたちの手紙だけよこして、私たちであんたの分まで泣く羽目になったじゃないか。
本当に申し訳がございません。私は語れる言葉を持たなかった。こみ上げる気持ちもよぎる思い出も一つとして正しく言葉にできなかったのです。積み上げてきた知識も読み解いてきた詩も無力でした。私はただ無力で。
バカだね。誰だってそうさ。私たちだってあの子、この悲しみを語れはしないよ。だからちゃんと分かってた。分かってたんだよ。
君たちがまだ小さかった頃、遊ぶことより学ぶことを愛した君を冷やかした子がいたね。その度にムーンブリダが飛んでいって喧嘩をした。私たちがいさめてもウリエンジェはいいやつなんだとむくれるばかりでね。
だったら相手を叩くんじゃなくて、あんたがウリエンジェと周りをつながないとって言ったら、そうかなんて腕組みしてうなってさ。それからは前よりも強引にあんたを連れ出してみたり、考えてることがわかるようにって同じ本を読もうとしたり。 当時のあんたにとっちゃいい迷惑だったかもしれないけど、あの子なりにとても頑張っていたんだよ。
そして君は今こうして大勢の中にいる。それどころか絆を結ぶ手助けまでしているね。私たちはそのことがたまらなく嬉しいんだ。
ムーンブリダが信じた人は力いっぱい押した背中はその後もちゃんと歩き続けてくれていた。うちの自慢の娘の笑顔を今日はとても近くに感じるよ。ありがとう、ウリエンジェ。
はい、私も今やっと思い出せています。あの笑顔は眩しく温かく、悲しいものではなかったことを。
ウリエンジェには大切な方がいらっしゃったのですね。
気になるか？
いいえ、私はただまだ知らないことが多いのだと思い直しただけですわ。
そうだな。生まれた時からここにいたって、知らないこと、わからないこと、足りないことだらけだ。だから、この星はまだ終わるには早すぎるんだよ。
Oh my god, how long have I been muted? Hi. think I've been muted for a little while and that keeps happening. Thank you, Ash. I hope you your lunch is tasty, my friend, and well done on sorting out your dungeons. Yeah. I don't know. I was making sandwiches. I think it was when I leaned over to close the curtains because there was kids going by and they were a bit loud. So, but yeah. Then I was saying, am I either gonna have a nice big McDonald's order later, or I'm gonna be getting God damn it, I'm gonna be getting some this is feet, right? Yeah. Or I'm gonna be picking up some either a great big calzone or a pizza. I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see. Hank, yeah. Heather and Yarms. Pile of anxiety over Charlotte and Hammett has thinned to more manageable levels. Right. I'm gonna pop the bee right back up real quick because I need to get up and stretch my legs real quick, and I need to go and also get some fresh water to drink too. You did McDonald's last night? Nice. But we'll be continuing for a good little while yet after this, after the Be Right Back. So, where is it? There it is. Take this chance, friends, to get up and have a bit of a walk around. Ash, I know you just did. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, we'll be back in a few minutes, friends. Don't go anywhere.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquib Quib.
Quib
Not
Quib.
ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
There he is. Every time. And I rolled into that one. Every time I come across him, every single time, he squishes me like that.
Burst so magic to lighten the mood.
You mean the one that hurts like hell?
Yes, I mean the one that hurts like hell.
I love the friendship.
All right, I'll do it.
Who's gonna get Don't be his arm.
Hi.
Not now, please. I'm working.
Hi.
Oh, Verso, there you are. How did...
Oh my god.
What? Oh my... wow!
What is that?
Hi. I'm a pair of legs that can talk.
Verso?
We're both Verso.
You are so ridiculous.
Ha! Number 20 is me. Cool. Players in queue 21. Yeah. Holy shit, that's loud. Jesus. My eardrums. Ah. Can I do it? Oh my god, that's cool. I love this build so much. How so?
Why did they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens.
It's
Openness
interesting.
brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. Very well said. I didn't do the move I wanted to do on him, but it'll do. There come the crits. Oh, he got me. Ah! I wasn't watching. I was looking at his health bar. Damn it. It's like the 4th time I've died to something like that today.
No. See, with Lalas, 2 Lalas get in the ground together because they're both potatoes. And, you know, that's when they do the love shenanigans. And then that's how they sprout the new potato in the ground. AKA, new Lala child.
Life lessons with Conjurer.
Yeah, bye.
Cloud. Yeah? Acolyte, this one.
Thank you for your patience, my friends. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. All sorted, all sorted. I did McDonald's last night. Ooh, but what did you have, Ash? That's the thing. Yeah. I was just hugging Spike for a second, so I've got fluff all over me, of course. It's funny, she keeps doing that, presenting, like rolling over and presenting her belly, the belly rubs, whenever I'm moving about. So she gets them, because she's super cute. So, yeah. Let's see. That has my gratitude for lending courage to the Lopperites. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen through their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. Hello, stranger. Hello, Bobs. How have you been? It's lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've got kitty fluff all over my face. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Elise. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out of the West Gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing until later. Okay, let's go help Elise carry some boxes. Oh my god, I don't know if you've seen that, our minimap just exploded with quests. Hi. I've been good, how are you? I'm doing okay, at least today. I've been struggling with my mental health a little bit lately, but we're overall doing okay. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. What you been up to? Been keeping yourself busy and stuff, yeah? Oh, we get a necklace off of this friend as well. Awfully worried about something. Oh, what am I to do? Ah, you're that adventurer who helped out the students of Valdesian, aren't you? I suppose it matters not to you, but my son seems to have run away. Oh no. Why was there a child here in the first place? I thought only researchers lived here. Say the top one, right? Ah, yes. Simply put, my wife and I work at Aporia, and she happened to conceive whilst we were living here in Charlene Hamlet. I assure you, We had many sleepless nights wondering if we should quit our jobs and leave Libertas or entrust the child to a friend of ours who dwells somewhere more suitable. Fortunately, we decided to continue our work whilst raising the child here. Ultimately, even. After all, our research is focused on the very future that our offspring will inhabit. The issue is, however, that the magic that prevents us from revealing anything confidential is too potent to be used on children. You would even consider doing that? Jesus. Of course, we can't allow the little one to roam freely. There's no telling what he might impart onto others. That's your worry? So he has spent his entire life thus far within the confines of Shawley and Hamlet. We recently had a slight spat with him. Well, he decided to flee. Imagine me going after him would only make things worse. Can I ask you to... Yeah, we'll go and get him. Okay. Aye. Yeah, I went back to Leeson, LL. From... Oh, you're not Bun Bun anymore? Wow. I bet you still look awesome though. Thank you. Firstly, let's see, whereabouts are you? Are you all the way down? Are you out there? Not all the way over there. I was looking at the wrong bit. Oh, yeah. Actually, it's probably going to be easier to go this way, right? I think it's up there, so... What made you go back over to being an Elysian then? It's something you were thinking about for a while, was it? Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. At the top this time. Wait, they are up the top, aren't they? Yeah. What's he spotted up there, huh? Or what they spotted up there? I'm not gonna... Okay. I was not right in love with fast. Why don't you try telling me first? I can decide what to believe on my own, Thacker. Yeah, try telling me first. This is the big thing for me, is people making assumptions that without asking what either what I meant or thinking I wouldn't understand, you know? Artificial, the color of the artificial light here changed recently. Sure, most people haven't noticed, but when you spent your whole life here, the difference is like the night and day. Ah, yeah, that's a good point. He would notice, wouldn't he? Because he spent his entire life here. Just bring it up. Oh. Bless him. Well, I'm scared to venture outside my own. They say there's countless monsters out there. Mm-hmm. I can pay you. It's not too bad. I'll gladly take your money. You don't need to pay me. Yeah, we'll do it for free, yeah? Friends thinking about the worries for everyone, so... Mm-hmm. Oh? It's fair. Yeah, bless him. Aww. Cool. Now, is he gonna have another quest? He is. Interesting. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. Yeah. That was a decent quest reward actually, like the Ifa current plus the choker, which is better than what we have. You're gonna let us put you on? Good. Next bit is over here. Do 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 do. Okay. Disciplina, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where's the farthest you have ventured? Oh, I don't think you're going to beat us on terms of how far you've traveled, friend. The Far East, another world, I cannot say. Another world. They're not going to believe us, are they? But let's see. Is that meant to be a jest? Tells me you're serious. You should do nicely. Say a prayer for me before I lead fit. Ah. Do 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 do. That's a lot of quests. So I just realized it's like 9. I didn't realize how fast the time has gone. We're not finishing up just yet, but we will be in about, well, we're gonna go until 11, but we'll see how we do. A good little while left just yet though. Yeah. Just hope it does some good for that cleaner, right? Time really does fly, doesn't it? When you're busy and you don't realize that you've been doing stuff. Yeah, it feels a bit strange, I'm not gonna lie, being on it this time. Yeah. Of a casa. Interesting. A strong emotion. Oh yeah. Ah, that's it. I wonder, maybe. Oh, we know that to be the case, right? Praying for the crystals brings that manifest stuff, because we know that's essentially what happens with the primals. Of course, there's sacrifices and things for the primal bits of it all, but still, it's essentially the same thing. I'm assuming you've done like the latest patch stuff and everything then, Bobs, yeah? Wait. Yes, we do. If you did you enjoy it? I hope you did. Yeah. Awesome. Now I believe we've only got one quest left for the if accomplished stuff right here. Yeah, one more quest to go. I'm assuming that's going to be MSQ stuff, then 2 that are thingied. Where's this same for us to go? Ooh, over there. Okay, okay. Oh wait, did we? Oh, we added it in already. Aye. Because this is a space we've not been yet. We're gonna run on foot. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Elisa's moving massive heavy boxes, isn't she? I know you're capable, Elisa, but damn. Squee. Vin, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Afino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Ah, there we go. Okay. 3 minutes. Wow, that's normally a minute. They give you 3 for this one. Jeez. Okay. Well, that's interesting. There's a wind one here. The other one was fire, right? I wonder if there's some, like, one on each, like, around the, because this is obviously a big ass circle, right? I wonder if there's a different one for each element on there. Right. Is this why they gave you 3 minutes to do this? Vex researching. I just think of, what is it, Slimer from Ghostbusters? Is it Slimer? Is that his name? I can't remember. It's been that long since I've watched them. Oh, you're helping with the crates? Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. We're ready, friends. Yeah. You have my gratitude. But how did you come to be involved in this? Huh? And I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. Basically, Thancred, I'm thinking Thancred was meant to help, but then he was like, nah, right. We'll go get Vin, she'll help you. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Emporia to begin with, so was I. Turns out that this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Okay. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. Nice. They made that a bit dramatic, didn't they? I was expecting something to be happening. You carried all of that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? No, she's just a badass. Oh hush, they're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we finished. I love Elise, she's awesome. Theo Polden is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance, at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. Nice. I love that. Often I was like, Elise, what? Are you gonna hurt yourself? She's like, nah, sure, man, it's fine. I'm so happy to finally be down at this other Eve right now. I feels like it's a long time coming, to be fair. Excellent. Okay, so that opens up this entire location for us now. I see something in there. I'm guessing we're probably going to be going in there, right? God, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We've bought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You're Fortunate's children, are you not? Alphino and Elise, at your service. You're well acquainted with father, I take it. Fine. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studio. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. Aye. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's nullifs, no less. Aye, I love that. You knew our parents when they were young. What were they like? Great. What were they like? Pray spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork want the submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. What kind of bargain is going on right now? Oh. Very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery. So how about you each take one? Wait right here. You will find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphino and Elise. Certain they will be back soon enough. Ooh, while we're here, southwest. I mean, I feel that's kind of like where we're going anyway, right? I think we've only got a couple of these left to get. True? Yeah. There is a cat hair or something fluffy right on my beard and it's tickling me. Southeast, which is going to put it over this way, right? Probably going to be up that way. Just real quick while we look for this. Southeast. Reeper? Is that you? To the east. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be over that way, innit? I guess. Yeah, they look like just like actual proper slimes. That's great. No, we're not doing the fate. No. No. Just looking for squiggly currents is what we're doing. Ah, there it is. And the other one's either going to be smack in the center or there or down here. Watch. The last one of the wild ones that we need. East. Ooh, over there. Let's see if we can go find it, right? Not gonna lie, this I didn't even see how close it said. 352? It's not bad, it'll be down here somewhere then. Logisticon Gamma. Probably gonna be coming this way anyways, let's be honest. To the east. Right? Over this direction? Is that right? Northeast. Ah, there it is. I see you. Yay, awesome. There we go. Now the only one left after this now is for the MSQ one. That'll be inevitably stuck there. Good. Nice. Says deliver the ream of documents to the reserved representative. Ah, there we go. Here's a massive stack of paperwork for your friend. Excuse me. Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Afterburner. Here's your documentations. Theo Paulden's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at least. As for your other task, we keep this between us, but I sincerely hope your scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Shalane has ever been a nation of curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Sorry, my mind started wandering in the middle of that to something completely unrelated to what we're doing just now. Bye. Quick and efficient, I dare say. You have a talent for this work. Why, thank you, friend. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. That's where we're going to walk around. We're going to see all hell breaking loose. Silence, so that means a yes. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons. You will note. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling cloths, and that is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd asked for to hear, not to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long, I must have something. That was evil. Well, as you know, part of why the leveler name garners such respect in Charlene is your family's storied history. You two can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Neumkremp's hull, a lineage few can claim. Wow, that's cool. Never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. Here's why Unicrump's announcement renounced the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason has ever been our family's creed. Sage fits perfectly then, really, right, Firm? Until your grandfather's time, aye. Of course, Louis Soir, yeah. Archon Louis Soir looked not to Unicrump's words, but his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Words are great, but actions speak loudest, don't they? Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilization that led to him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Yep. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis Swan lived by that personal creed and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need, Charlene or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Fortunate could not reconcile Louis Swan's deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunate agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. I mean, that's understandable, right? God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? God's no Fortunate's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. Yep. You should have seen him when you were born, barely recognizable. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Oh, bless him. Take my word for it. He loves you to an embarrassing degree. Oh, that's beautiful. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is not for the best, he will stay the course, no matter who or what opposes him. That's called stubbornness. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I can't say anything, I'm guilty of that myself. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When next we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. I can't promise anything. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to the proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Not gonna lie, that was actually really nice to hear a little bit of like warm backstory for Fortunate. Understand him a little bit better now. Hail you three. Oh, hi Graha. Graha, surely Cockle hasn't driven you out of the forge already? For better or worse, no. However, he has sent me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands. And here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Aliasi and I have prior commitments. We've delayed too long as it is. What about you, Ben? You use spare time? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Especially for Graha, right? Perfect. This shouldn't take long. Oy. Did we gain something from that? Oh, we did. So, it's like, we were getting something, I'm sure. So it's gonna bitch that our thing is full again. Let's see. No, let's put them straight on. Excellent. Whoa. Once forged, an unspecified task awaits you. Oh. You know what though, friends? Unfortunately, we are going to be calling it. Yeah. I can slowly feel my anxiety building, and it is getting harder and harder for me to concentrate as well. So we're going to be calling it for tonight. This has been really fun though, and really cool. We've made a little bit of progress. I always forget just how much like talking and stuff and reading is actually involved in like the story and stuff in the quests. So yeah. We'll be back on Monday next week with some more Final Fantasy, Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow we are out in the morning with breakfast with my dad. So but I should be back with plenty of time to spare. So we should be back for I think our regular stream time tomorrow, which is 3 p.m. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Discord link in chat for you guys just now. If you haven't, you should definitely join us up on the community Discord over there. That's the place where we keep everything updated, whether we're going to be live and what times and all that good stuff and anything coming up. Do keep an eye out for on there actually for the community poll that's going to be going up for tonight or tomorrow, but over the next week for what class we're going to play as on Path of Exile when we have our big stream on the 29th for that, for the new league and stuff. Yeah. But for now though, again, we're not going to raid or anything because I can feel my anxiety going. Yeah, so I will wish you all a lovely evening. Bobs, it was great getting to hang out with you a little bit again and getting to see you. Yeah, I hope you're well, and the same for everybody else. Yeah, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and stay safe and stay well. And me and Spike will see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye bye.